Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. Nathan Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Makes the grab, it's Singleton. Finds a crease at the 20. Wide open on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Fires left. He's got it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The short hands, it's Singleton. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Snagged out of the air. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Has the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. And he used that stiff arm as a sledgehammer to bludgeon his way to a few extra yards.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play.
Breaks into the open. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to...
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man.
Oh, trickery. He'll try to run it in. An abject disaster on this fate. They came closer to giving up a 2 than getting to 2. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. That's a live ball. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Pena. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going downfield for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
42 Spider.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game, because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Martin. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Back to pass, it's Aller. He's going to fire deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is, maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Running to Green. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Colin, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rival?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on their 1st down play, now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Aller. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking for the score. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Wheel of Fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They believe they can run right here.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Allard. Big guy smells it, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Penn State!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Still looking on the move. He's going to fire to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And that's going to be a tough throw for the quarterback to make, right? He's right-handed, he's rolling to his left, and that throw is going way down the field. So he's not going to be able to get all the velocity he wants. And he didn't have the accuracy either. And that's a bad combination, and that's a big part of why that ball was intercepted.
One more snap coming before halftime. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Dropping back, it's Allard. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the wideout. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. Hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Just feeds the running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. To the air on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Aller. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback is trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
To the air on 2nd down. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. At the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out quickly. It's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Buys a little time. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. Jukes his way for more. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Under fire. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Bringing the heat. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Ready to fire from the pistol. Here we go, here we go. Gonna run it, it's Peoples. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
Buys a little extra time. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Graham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sayin. looking for a huge play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabs it in the middle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for space. It's Singleton. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Extending the play. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. That's caught. It's Tate. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Here we go. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Second down now after the sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
The Buckeyes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Under fire. They're working that left side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He's taking the shot. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. It's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He's got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you dang sure going to feel it later.
Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Takes a handoff. It's Peoples. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And
a shot toward the end zone, and they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves.
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Off play action. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. It can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
And it's picked off at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass, it's Aller. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. So Penn State takes down